Assalamualaikum and good evening to everyone. Today, our group gonna present about curriculum analysis of the Dskp Malay language Form 4. So, before we continue to the presentations, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Siti Maisara Amirah binti Karnain, Muhammad Hafiz bin Babah, Afif Jazimin bin Ridwan, and Muhammad Sharusha bin Rosli.
Assalamualaikum. Today our group will present analysis of the Bahasa Melayu Form 4 curriculum based on Taylor model. This project is for our curriculum development course guided. And for the slide 1, the KSSM Bahasa Melayu curriculum replaced the older KBSM. It was developed under the Malaysian Education Blueprint 2013 to 2025. This curriculum focuses on 4 main skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. It also includes value, creativity, and global skill. Okay, next is teaching approach. The curriculum is based on the constructivist approach. That means student learns better by building what they already know. It is thematic and spiral, meaning topics get deeper as a student progress. It also supports different learning styles, making it more exclusive. Next 1.2, the purpose of the analysis. This analysis uses Taylor model, which asks 4 key questions. What are the learning goals? What experience helps students learn? How should this be organized? How do we check if goals are achieved? The main purpose is to see if the curriculum supports national education goals. Okay, and why this matter? This analysis help us understand how the curriculum prepares students not just for exam but also for real life. It checks how the curriculum supports skills like critical thinking, communication, and ethics. It also looks at the value behind the curriculum, philosophy, psychology, and society. For 2.1, educational objective. The goal of the curriculum follow national policy like FPK and the national blueprint. The aim is to help students use Bahasa Melayu confidently in the school, society, and the workplace. It also builds a good value and national identity. And the learning outcome. Learning outcome are on base Bloom taxonomy. There are 3 parts: cognitive, thinking and understanding; affective, building love and respect for the language; psychomotor, speaking and writing skill. This makes students more ready for 21st century challenge. That's all.
Experience KSSM Bahasa Melayu Form 4 based on Taylor curriculum development model. Number 1 is student-centered approach. There are 4, including project-based learning, inquiry-based learning, cooperative learning, and contextual learning. Number 2 is learning activity, discussion, presentation, creative writing, and drama. Each module targets specific language skill, include listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Number 3 is structure and modular teaching. Skills introduced progressively and build on prior knowledge with increasing complexity. Number 4 is assessment, formative and summative, classroom-based assessment, pentaksiran bilik kerja, or PBT, and performance level from level 1, very limited to level 6, excellent.
Okay, now we will moving on to the organizations of learning experiences. The students' learning experience can be divided into 3 levels, namely, the introduction level as we know it as a low level, and the reinforcement level we know it as a medium level, and the application of evaluation we know it as a high level. This can be seen in the Tyler's model. According to the Malaysia Standard Curriculum and Assessment Document (Dskp), the Form 4 Malay language subject can be tested on the variety abilities. The second point is the classified into levels and stages. The first is the simple to complicated stage, in which students begin with an easy activities and proceed to phases that demand to the perform analysis and synthesis. The third point is independent to collaborative, in which case are comfortable moving alone but are placed in a group to boost their self-esteem. Now I'm gonna talk about assessment and evaluation. The first point is have a direct relationship with educational objective. Assessment and evaluation have a direct relationship with educational objective, which is that evaluation is the process of determining to what extent the educational objectives and actually being realized by the program of curriculum in instructions by Tyler's 1949. Now, the second point is cannot be done in a single manner. It requires a variety of instruments. Tyler believes that assessment cannot be done in a single manner. It requires a variety of instruments to obtain a complete picture. Assessment in Form 4 Malay language in the Dskp takes the form of written assignments, including structured and unformatted essays and comprehension questions. Meanwhile, oral tests can be graded via speeches, conversations, and presentations. The third point is emphasis on validity and reliability. The emphasis on validity and reliability reflects assessment and evaluation. Tyler underlines the importance of evaluations being verifiable and dependable in measuring the objectives that has been set. The challenge of composing an essay to test overall language skills require more than just memorization. Additionally, oral presentations in front of the classroom are used to assess people's comprehension and courage. Literary assessment also assesses students' ability to understand the work subject and analysis. The goal of writing an essay is to construct a logical and factual argument. So, teachers can evaluate based on the accuracy of descriptions and examples rather than the length of the essay. Moving on to the foundations of the curriculum can be divided into 3, which is the first one is the philosophical foundations, the second one is the psychological foundations, and the third one is sociological foundations. Now I'm going to talk about the philosophical foundation, which is the first foundation. The first point is governed by the Falsafah Pendidikan Kebangsaan (FPK). These foundations is governed by the Falsafah Pendidikan Kebangsaan (FPK) and backed by current educational philosophies including humanism, pragmatism, and constructivism. In the Dskp, for example, covers subjects such as the importance of unity, national identity, and patriotic spirit, as well as the activities such as reading literature, classic to grasp the nation's noble values and culture. The second point is focusing on a student's potential and self-esteem. In addition, students can demonstrate their strength through activities such as creative writing and presentations. For example, this may be seen in practice of students writing essays and discussing their personal experience in front of the class, which increases students' confidence in front of large groups of people. This is also encouraged by the humanistic approach, which enhances students' intrinsic drive to learn by Zainal Abidin and Ahmad 2021. Now, the third point is pragmatism, which emphasizes that education should be practical, helpful, and applicable in everyday life. In the Dskp, it provides an example in which students are taught how to write formal letters, reports, and also emails. There are also talks about current issue and group assignments stating that contextual and practical teaching promotes student engagement and is relevant to 21st century learning needs. And the last point is constructivism asserts that learning occurs when people develop knowledge as the prior experiences. This can be implemented in the sphere of school curricula, where pupils first consult with their peers before reaching an judgment. The teacher also serves as a facilitator, overseeing the pupils' activities throughout the learning session, and also students reading a written essay and offering interpretations of value and themes are examples of the constructivism.
Practical basis of the Form 4 BM curriculum. Number 1 is learner-centered design. Addresses individual difference in ability, interest, and learning style. Empathies constructivism, and students build knowledge from prior experience. Number 2 is multiple intelligence, or Howard Gardner. The activities is drama, creative writing, conversation, and presentation. Support linguistic, interpersonal, and intrapersonal intelligence. Number 3 is edutainment, or didik hibur. The edutainment is engaging and enjoyable learning using music, storytelling, and performance. It reduces anxiety and increases motivation. Number 4 is higher order thinking skill, or HOTS, based on Bloom taxonomy, analysis, evaluation, and creation. It's encourage critical and creative thinking. And lastly is holistic student development, intellectual, emotional, moral, and social growth, in line with the National Education Philosophy, or FPK.
Now, for the third part of foundation in the curriculum, which is sociological foundation, this part looks at how the curriculum supports our society. Since Malaysia is multicultural and multilingual, the Form 4 Bahasa Melayu curriculum helps build unity, patriotism, and cultural understanding. Students learn traditional and modern literature like pantun, syair, and drama, which reflect our national identity and shared values. It also includes current social themes like environmental issue, digital citizenship, and global awareness, helping students become responsible and informed citizens. The curriculum uses group work, discussion, and peer feedback, which build communication and teamwork skills, important in a diverse society. Lastly, it supports inclusive learning by allowing different teaching methods to meet all student needs, no matter their background. So in short, this foundation helps students connect with their culture, their peers, and the wider world. Now I will talk about the conclusion. In conclusion, the KSSM Bahasa Melayu Tingkatan 4 curriculum is more than just a language syllabus. It is a well-structured, future-focused tool for holistic student development, grounded in a strong philosophical, psychological, and sociological foundation. The curriculum aligns with the falsafah pendidikan kebangsaan and the Malaysia Education Blueprint 2013 until 2025. Through Tyler's model, the curriculums offer 4 important things, which is clear objective, meaningful learning experiences, well-organized content, effective and inclusive assessment. It not only strengthens language proficiency across listening, speaking, reading, and writing, but also nurture critical thinking, creativity, cultural awareness, and ethical values. Ultimately, this curriculum supports the nation's goal to develop confident, responsible, and powerful individual